Last week, we were mainly focused on the changes to the room, right? There was many things that are different, like Kyle has a window now and a bunch of other stuff like this octagon terrarium right here. But this video is going to be a little bit more about the personal side of things. Cue the intro. And when we say personal, of course, we want to talk about positivity, but also dreams and hopes and all of that stuff. This is a blanket that my girlfriend got for me for Christmas, and I love it. It's a Nile crocodile, and of course, if you guys know anything about me, I am obsessed with crocodiles. I love every crocodilian. I've worked with caiman species and alligators. I've trained 2 caimans, and I think that they are one of the coolest species in the world. And that brings me to my dreams. One day I will work hard enough and dedicate myself long enough to this hobby to be able to own a crocodilian. But that leads me to you guys. Anything that you might dream about in life, you have to realize that that stuff is achievable. No matter how difficult the steps can be, you have to find the willpower to make it through. And even if it seems far-fetched right now, one day I'll be petting the snout of an actual Nile crocodile. So get up there, get ready, and follow your dreams, guys. Because look at this. It's absolutely impossible for 17-year-old me to think that I could be standing in a room that looks like this in my own house. Or not even trip when I open this terrarium right here and pet this tiny, tiny lizard, even though she's terrified. Oh, and I'm terrified of losing it or not being able to catch it, right? But all of this stuff is making 8-year-old me completely ecstatic, and that's why every day I thrive to make this room look cooler and better for the animals and cooler looking for you guys as well. You guys don't even know what we're gonna do in 2024. But let's start with what we did this week. This week, we added this. Edgar has some tower mates now, mainly Clementine, well actually only Clementine. We also added the bow front tank right here, and that's gonna be for a cool project soon. Might I say one of the most dangerous projects that we have here at Mystic Animals. On top here is gonna be 2 like 36 by 18, right? And then those are gonna be like side to side, because this is a perfect 6 foot. And once Edgar gets his new terrarium, which is going to be one of the Tegu's terrarium when we do the Tegu room, he won't have a top opening anymore, I'll have a front opening, so I'll be able to put something above here, but I need this room to be open now, so that I can access the water bowl and whatnot. So, and yeah, I think it just kind of makes the room look more balanced, because if you look on this side, it's filled with enclosures, but then if you look on that side, it was pretty bare, right? Now, I know that there's a spot here, we tried to make it a sitting area, as you see, right? But eventually this will be 2 racks. They'll be 18 deep like this one instead of 24 like that one, but they'll be 6 feet tall, and there'll be 2 of them, right? So those will be for a special little project coming very soon that I will not announce right now, but we gotta be patient with these things, guys. One of the most important things in the positivity aspect of this video that I wanted to talk about is to allow time to help. If you look at this video and you say, wow, man, what a cool setup. I wish that I was these guys and whatever. This is with a year of turnaround time. Last year, at this exact time, we did not have our animals at home. They were at a friend's house, and the whole ordeal was pretty complicated, and I can't really get into it right now. The main important thing is that the animals are safe in this house now, and in a year's time, we managed to take a collection of animals that were not even in our possession to 3 beautiful reptile rooms that are 75% done, if we're conservative with our estimate. So whatever your project is, whatever your vision is, give it time, guys. I think it's just normal thing to expect a project to work kind of right away or to pay off kind of right away, but life doesn't work like that, guys. Sometimes life will kick you in the crotch. Sometimes 3-4 times in a row, like right there. But the main important thing is to power through, guys. Like your sheer willpower and the power of your dreams and your purpose in life, those should be the elements in your life that you look to get inspired. And sure, you can find inspiration through a bunch of things, like these animals. You know, when I look at them, I get inspired. Or, you know, like creators or artists or people that put stuff out into the world that you get inspired by. And it's crazy that this lizard is as good as he is right now, because Like a year prior to getting him, I had pretty much no idea what that was. That's true. And if you allow time to help, you'll see improvements. Like, remember how the octagon tank looked really cool last week? It looks even cooler now. Look at this. I just think it looks so good now. We added 2 more branches. We added another hammock right in front right there, and then we also put a little bit of plants right there just so that it would cover up the seams or where the branches come together. In the beginning, he only had this big branch right there down the middle. We also added one of those L bracket thingies right here for the lamp so that it wouldn't be right on it. Not because it was too hot, that doesn't really have anything to do with it. It's so that we're able to lift this and remove the top more easily and that the heat lamp can stay there, because otherwise it's just kind of a pain to have to grab it every time. The UV is still not fixed to it, but the UV isn't hot, right? So we could put that on the floor or whatever. We were thinking about naming it Octo Tank. I don't know if you guys agree with that name. If you have a better name, let me know down in the comments. I just feel like it needs a name. Ants Canada has his pet Dora and all his other named builds. I'd like to name this one. So drop it down in the comments because that's super important. And that leads me to my next point, community. Over the course of this channel's history, we've gathered such a beautiful community of people, and you guys really make the difference from uploading when nobody was commenting and nobody was liking the videos to now. It really does make a difference on our well-being and our happiness and that stuff. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, hello! Could you believe that you caught that on camera? That's actually crazy. I think I'm bleeding. It's okay. Put him up high to relieve the stress. Alright? So, what I was saying is, this community is such an important thing, and I see a lot of people commenting to me, but not enough people are commenting with each other and engaging with each other, right? So, if you guys want to get to know the other people in the comment section, that would also be pretty cool. But I get that YouTube isn't really a place for that. And I know, the YouTube comment section can be quite a terrible place to try to have a conversation with someone. So what we decided to do is launch our Discord. That's right, we finally pulled the trigger on the Discord. So now it's live. Go check out the link in the description. You guys will have access to tons of things. Like, there's a general hangout chat where we can just exchange ideas. You guys can post whatever you want, what's going on about your day, what your pet is doing. There's also a place where you guys can ask any question that's related to care of your animals, and we will try our best to come up with an answer or point you towards a direction where you can get an answer for sure. Of course, it goes without saying that if you guys want to suggest your own video ideas for the mystic animals, you think you have a cool idea that you want to see on YouTube, you can post it in the Discord as well. There's a channel just for that. You got a cool enclosure that you want to post? Maybe you think you can make me jealous, or maybe you just want to show how beautiful your leopard gecko setup is. There's also a channel made just for that, of course. There's a zone to discuss plants and all the bioactive aspect of keeping, and I think that will be a really cool place because I personally don't know much about it. But I always love learning, so you guys can drop me some knowledge down there for sure.
There's also a secret OG tab. Obviously, it's reserved for all the OGs. You guys know who you are. You'll get added automatically.
And last but not least, the Discord is a perfect place to go and promote your stuff. If you got a YouTube channel, or you're a breeder, or you make mugs, or you make shirts, or you make any kind of thing, like content or anything, you can promote your stuff on our server in the dedicated channel, and that will be the next generation of YouTubers right there, underground. That's the source, and we'll all be able to bounce ideas off each other. I hope that that will be how that goes down, but only you can make that decision if you join the Discord server and you put your input in there, because I can't have conversations with myself, you know? So maybe consider clicking down, and if you don't want to download Discord, then that's okay, and just leave a comment, and that's appreciated as well. Mwah. We love you all. And while I love this, you might be looking at this and be like, you bought another $300 shelf? What, are you rich? No, I'm actually not rich. I actually stole it from this room, so now this looks totally different. I don't know if you guys prefer this or prefer the old layout. Let me know down in the comments as well, or on Discord. And the benefit of this place is that now there's more room to breathe, right? We had an enclosure here in the corner, and it's been there for a year now. I had plans to fix it up or put something low effort or low risk in there, but whatever. that didn't pan out. So this is what concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Minnie is not enjoying this, but I'm gonna put it back. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit that like button. Also, maybe hit a subscribe because that really helps us out. We're getting really close to 600 subscribers, which I couldn't thank you guys enough. It's so crazy to imagine that we're now at 600 subscribers. If you put 600 people in my basement right now, we would all be shoulder to shoulder and not have any room to stand, and there'd probably be some people in the closet and stuff. And that thought terrifies me to my core. But instead of spooking you any further, I'll just say, see you next time. Peace.